Hey guys, so I've had Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 for about a year now, and I honestly thought it was one of the best watches that went by in the market, and it definitely stood among the best of what Apple had to offer. So when it was announced that Galaxy Watch 4 is going to come with Wear OS from Google, I was like, wow, this is match made in heaven. I mean, Samsung aesthetics and Google software, can you think of a better match? So that brings us to this. Now, I've had this for about 2 weeks now, and I'm super impressed. It's better in almost every way compared to Galaxy Watch 3, so stick around while I tell you why.
So looking at the models first, there are two main models, Galaxy Watch 4 and then Watch 4 Classic. Both of these comes in Bluetooth and 4G variants, plus sizes ranging from 40 to 46 mm. Now, if you buy this via Samsung website, you can customize the watch by choosing your desired color and range of straps. I think they are much better compared to Watch 3. The one I have is the classic Bluetooth version at 46 mm. So quickly unboxing, you get your usual magnetic charger, pretty much the same as what I had with my Watch 3. You get some literature on how to get your watch set up, and then the watch itself. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the rotating bezel, so for me it was a no-brainer to choose the classic model, even though it's about £80 more than the regular Watch 4. Build quality is pretty good, as you'd expect from a premium device. I think it's on par with Watch 3. I think overall it's slightly bit smaller. I think the diameter. Straps are probably my favorite part here. I choose what they call it, hybrid leather. Now this is more aligned towards sports, and the reason why I like it is because after using my Watch 3 with the leather strap for a year, I think it's at a stage where it's almost coming apart, and I really don't see it happen with this strap. So I would say good job, Samsung. Setup was very straightforward out of the box. My Galaxy S20 recognized the watch and immediately gave me the option to connect it. So from then it was literally a breeze. The watch needed an update, and I would say the entire process probably took me like 15 minutes before I was sort of ready to go. Now, one thing I would say is this watch is probably best for users of Samsung phone, because some of the features are kind of locked to Samsung ecosystem. But anyways, regardless, I still think this is the best Android watch you can buy today. Now, as I said earlier, this comes with Wear OS, but don't get me wrong, it is heavily skinned by Samsung, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because navigation is exactly the same as Watch 3 and it works perfectly fine. I mean, why try to fix something that ain't broke, right? So swipe down from the top for a quick panel, swipe up for the menu, swipe right for notification, and then swipe left for the tiles. You press the top button on the right to go back to the watch face. You can also turn the bezel clockwise to see all the tiles, and then anti-clockwise to see notifications. Using the bezel really is such a satisfying experience that once you go bezel, you cannot go back. And then finally, charging is as simple as literally placing the watch onto the magnetic plate, which is connected to the power outlet via a USB-A port. So the biggest change from Watch 3 is a move from Tizen to Wear OS. So obviously with that comes loads of amazing apps, including Google Maps and Google Pay, both of which I've already tried, and I must say they work really, really well. Spotify was already really good on Watch 3, and now with Watch 4, you have 16 gigs of inbuilt storage, which means you can now download your favorite playlist to listen offline. To me, this has been a game changer, especially not having to carry my phone when going for a quick run or just popping out. Another cool feature is the ability to play music on any speakers connected to your home Wi-Fi. Now, you might think this is just a gimmick, but honestly, I'm surprised at how many times I've used it. Almost never having to use my phone. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Now, on to my favorite part of the watch, Google Maps. I absolutely love using this on the watch. I mean, using the inbuilt microphone and literally finding the direction without ever taking the phone out of your pocket is just great, and is perfect for rainy weather here in London. You can use your touchscreen to move around the map, and also use the bezel to kind of zoom in and out. I found Shazam to be really useful, especially being independent of the phone to find out what tune is playing. I think it's really cool. You can also sync pictures from your phone and use them to make your own watch face. You know, show off all those savvy shots you took. I mean, why not, right? Another cool feature is the ability to use your watch as a second screen for the camera. I mean, I don't really see myself use this, but I think this is such a cool feature to show off your brand new watch. Quickly talking about watch faces. I think the selection of watch faces are definitely better on Wear OS, especially the ones that are free compared to Tizen. I also think the customization is so much better on Watch 4, especially the ability to add some widgets to see various statistics like steps, battery, etc. So not a lot has changed in this aspect. I mean, it was already great on Watch 3. You have all the fitness activities you can ever think of, from arm curls and bench press all the way to swimming and circuit training. There's also a really cool running coach, pretty much same as Watch 3. It provides you info on your laps and heart rate targets through your headphones. You can also use it for weight training, helping you count your reps. Overall, it's a fantastic fitness watch. I mean, with upgraded specs on Watch 4, everything definitely feels much smoother than Watch 3. Including very responsive auto tracking while just walking about or detecting the workout at the gym. This is one area where Samsung has actually made a big progress with Watch 4. There's a new feature called body composition, which essentially gives you a lot of statistics otherwise exclusive to a smart scale. I mean, based on my usage over the last couple of weeks, the results are actually pretty close to what I get from my fittrack smart scale, which is good considering this is coming from watch. Basically, you place your middle and right finger on the keys, ensuring hands don't touch, and that's it. So Samsung says it does over 2400 calculations to come up with the result. Another new feature as part of sleep tracking is the snore detection, where you have to keep your phone on a table right next to your head and it does some sort of recording while you sleep. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked properly for me. Maybe I don't snore, who knows, but interesting idea for sure. Same as Watch 3, you can measure blood pressure, for which you will need a cuff-based monitor, which I didn't have so I couldn't test it. ECG measures abnormality in your heart rate, and this 30-second test basically tells you if you have any signs of heart attack. In my case, the report looks normal. You also have the standard stress test. It comes with a breathing exercise if the watch detects a high level of stress.
So hopefully, with everything you've seen so far, I'm sure you agree that Watch 3 is better than Watch 4 in almost every way. The improved specs overall makes it a much smoother experience than Watch 3, and then obviously with Wear OS, there's like tons more of apps that I didn't have with Tizen OS, which I think makes a huge difference. And also I think the hybrid leather strap that I got with Watch 4 is definitely going to last you much longer than 7-8 months on Watch 3, which started coming apart. So especially if you use it for working out like me. And then the watch faces I said earlier, I think they are definitely much better choices, especially the free ones compared to what I had on Tizen. I did pay for some of them on Tizen, which are great, but having some of those for free I think is great. If there's one thing which I think Watch 3 is better over Watch 4, is the battery life, which is surprising because Watch 4 has a larger battery compared to Watch 3, and I must say, when I was using Watch 3 I had to charge maybe every third day, but Watch 2 I have to do it every other day. So isn't a big deal, but I would expect with larger battery you might have more usage time, but yeah, I thought that was weird. So I hope this video was kind of useful in understanding the difference between Watch 3 and Watch 4 and to kind of help you guys decide which one's better. In my case, I would say Watch 4 is definitely a great upgrade and it's definitely the right way for Samsung. I can't wait to see what they bring with the next version. Hopefully better battery life would be my biggest ask. But otherwise, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.